Those of you that know me know that I am a huge fan of the HSA, or health savings account. And it seems I'm not the only one. Total HSA assets were only $3.4 billion in 2007, according to a recent study from US-based Devenir, a leader in the HSA space. And they're projected to rise to a whopping $128 billion by 2023. Now, this is great news for those of you who can open an HSA through your employer. But what if your company doesn't offer this? Or what if your employer does offer this, but via an HSA provider who has high fees or limited investment options? Can you use another HSA provider? Or what if you're self-employed? Can you open an HSA on your own? And the answer is yes, of course you can. And that's what we'll be talking about today. How to open up a health savings account on your own. Why Lively is currently the HSA provider of choice for our clients, regardless of whether they're opening a completely new HSA or transferring over funds from an existing HSA. Plus, how to use Lively's investment options and tracking features to get the most bang for the buck out of your HSA. For our loyal subscribers and viewers, welcome back. We love you guys. And for those of you new to Diamond NestEgg, welcome to the #1 place to learn about money, insurance, and retirement. I'm Jennifer, first-generation American, and I've spent most of my life in finance. Started working at banks like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs at the age of 17, and graduated top of my class from NYU and Harvard Business School. And now I work on all things personal finance with young professionals and employees at places like Bloomberg, WeWork, and Marsh McLennan. For those of you who already know what an HSA, what a health savings account is, and why an increasing number of folks are using it as their secret retirement tool, feel free to jump ahead to the Lively HSA review. I've included the timestamps below this video. And for those of you that are new to HSAs, here's a quick overview. The easiest way to think about an HSA is as a medical IRA. It's basically a triple tax advantage savings account designed for people with a high deductible health plan, an HDHP, so that they can pay for qualified medical expenses both now and in retirement. Here's another fun finance fact. We love those. A lesser known HSA loophole that many people are only starting to discover is that there's no time limit on HSA reimbursements, so long as you paid for your qualified medical expenses out of pocket after your HSA was open and you have the receipts still available. So if you don't want to pay yourself back for health dollars spent now, today, if you want to keep your HSA money invested so that you can capture the long-term growth in the market, like with your retirement accounts, and then spend it down only in later years or reimburse yourself in the future for expenses spent now, you can, so long as you keep all your receipts, which is one of the big pluses for Lively's HSA. But we'll get into that later in this video when we do the Lively review. And if you're wondering about healthcare costs in retirement and why it's even a cause for concern, here's why. According to USA Today, the cost of retirement could range between $900,000 and $1.5 million, depending on which state you're in. And it's estimated that between approximately 1/3 to 1/5 of that amount would go towards medical expenses, which is what makes the HSA's triple tax advantage so attractive. First, you're not taxed when you put money into your HSA. Second, you're not taxed on the money that grows in your HSA. And third, you're not taxed when you take money out to pay for qualified healthcare costs, both now and in retirement. Basically, you pay zero taxes, zero on your HSA money, as long as you use that money for qualified medical expenses as defined by the IRS. The IRS has already announced the HSA contribution limit for 2022. For a single person, the maximum contribution amount is $3,650. And for a family, the maximum contribution amount is $7,300. If you're 55 or older, you get to put in an additional $1,000 per year into your HSA as a catch-up contribution. Here's an illustration of how much your HSA contributions can grow over a 20, 30, and 40-year period. If you're 25 and single and you decide in January 2022 to max out your HSA contribution limit of $3,650 for the year, basically to stash away $304 every month into your HSA, and you do this until you turn 65, invest your HSA money into the market, and don't spend it down, you'd have over $798,000 in your HSA by the time you retire. And this assumes a fairly conservative annual average inflation adjusted market rate of return of 7%. $798,000. Start at age 35 and you still have over $371,000 in your HSA by the time you retire to age 65. And if you start this at age 45, you'd have about $158,000. Take a look at this video here to learn more about the benefits of an HSA and what you need to qualify for one, such as having a high deductible health plan, not having other health coverage that could disqualify you from opening an HSA, and not being enrolled in Medicare. Assuming that you do meet all these requirements and you do qualify for an HSA, why do it with Lively? Why is Lively our HSA provider of choice and the #1 user-ranked HSA on the market right now? First, a bit of background. Lively is a San Francisco-based fintech or financial technology company founded in 2016 and backed by investors like Costanoa Ventures and Y Combinator. Unlike other larger financial service companies such as Fidelity, which offer HSAs as one product amongst their vast menu of other financial products, Lively just does HSAs. HSAs are Lively's bread and butter, and they currently have about $500 million in assets under management. And here are the top 4 reasons why so many of our clients also have their HSAs at Lively. We've included our Lively partner link in the description below in case you're interested in signing up for an HSA account afterwards with them. So reason 1 why Lively stands out. It's the choice of investing. The optimal financial strategy for making the most out of your HSA is to actually let the money in your account grow, to invest your HSA funds, and not use them until you actually need the money when you get older, when your health deteriorates and the cost of your medical care starts to rise. As we said earlier, think of it like a medical IRA. And just like you invest your money in your IRA, ideally, you're also investing the money in your HSA. And Lively simply ranks top when it comes to choice of investing. Unlike many other HSA providers, there's no minimum balance that you need to reach before you can invest your HSA funds. You can choose your investments yourself. Lively has partnered with leading brokerage firm TD Ameritrade, where you can basically choose to invest in whatever you want. Lively does not charge a fee for this, but there may be fees from the TD Ameritrade side, so be sure to check their fee schedule. Everything else aside, if you're looking to keep your trading fees, your investing costs in your HSA as low as possible, then check out TD Ameritrade's no-fee ETFs, index funds, and other mutual funds. They have a lot of them. And steer clear of calling TD Ameritrade. If you want to talk to a machine on the phone or perhaps a human, that's going to cost you anywhere between $5 and $25. Now, if you don't want to choose your own investments, if you want to be more hands-off, Lively offers a guided portfolio option via its partner Devener. This will cost you about 0.5% of your invested assets, but it gives you access to personalized guidance and portfolio rebalancing as your financial situation or market conditions change. Here's a list of some of the funds that are in the guided portfolio. Your HSA investments at Lively are insured up to $500,000 via SIPC insurance through Lively's brokerage partners TD Ameritrade and Devener. And the cash that you have in your Lively HSA, whatever isn't invested, is protected for up to $250,000 via FDIC insurance through Lively's partner bank Choice Financial. Guys, if you're enjoying this video or have learned something new, we really appreciate a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. This tells us we're putting out the right stuff for you and giving your financial journey the boost it deserves. Reason 2 for why Lively is our HSA provider of choice, and that's no fees. Lively has no fees, seriously. Check it out. Not for opening an account, not for maintenance, not for transfer of funds in or out, not even for closing an account, which most other HSA providers charge around $25 for. Except for the guided portfolio investment option that we talked about earlier, there are literally 0 fees. You can't beat that. Reason 3, ease of funds transfer. You can easily link your bank account and set up a one-time or recurring deposits from there into your Lively HSA. Or have your employer schedule regular pre-tax contributions directly into the account. If you decide to transfer or roll over an existing HSA to Lively, say because you leave your company or because the HSA provider that your existing employer uses has high fees or limited investment options, you can do this easily with Lively and it doesn't cost a cent. Just keep in mind that with a transfer, Lively will contact your current HSA provider directly and handle your transfer for you. With a rollover, here's the difference. Your current HSA provider will send you a check or bank transfer, and you have 60 days to deposit these funds into your Lively account. If you don't stick with the 60-day limit, there'll be fees and penalties you'll need to pay to the government. Also, you're limited to one HSA rollover per 12-month period. Reason 4 why Lively is top-notch: simple access to and tracking of funds. For those of you that do spend down some of your HSA money, you get up to 3 debit cards free of charge from Lively that you can use to access your HSA funds and pay with at doctor's offices, pharmacies, and other qualified healthcare providers. If you ever forget your HSA debit card at home, you can just scan and upload your medical receipts via the Lively mobile app for reimbursement to you. The Lively app is very user-friendly. You can even track your deductibles and out-of-pocket expenses in real time, as well as see your investments. And for those of you that want to keep track of your receipts, but not get reimbursed immediately, say that you want to give your HSA investments time to grow and pay yourself back only in your later years, that HSA loophole that we talked about earlier in this video, you can use Lively as your receipts archive and just keep all your receipts there in one place, because you need your receipts to get properly reimbursed. Basically, have your receipts stored in Lively. Check out Lively for yourself via the partner link that we've included in the description below this video. Now, some of you might be wondering, what's the catch? Well, there really isn't. If you're looking for a top-notch HSA provider with great investment options and no fees that allows you to transfer, access, and track your HSA dollars easily, Lively's the way to go. I mean, the only thing that we found, and it really is a small thing given all of Lively's benefits, is that customer service can only be reached Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's both phone and email. So how does Lively make its money? Well, it charges businesses, employers, who open HSA accounts for their employees. The cost per employee to companies is $2.95 per employee per month. Be sure to check out our playlist here if you want to learn more about HSAs, HDHPs, and all things health insurance. Or our other top-ranked playlists on the channel here on life insurance and how to protect your loved ones and start building generational wealth. Guys, HSAs, health insurance, life insurance, it's not simple stuff, and everyone's financial journey is different. We think Lively is tip-top as an HSA provider, but what's right for me, for our clients, for your friends even, may not be right for you. If you want to make managing your finances a bit less complicated and give your financial journey a big push forward, drop us a note at jennifer@diamondnestegg.com to see how we can help. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, please don't forget to give that thumbs up and the subscribe button a gentle tap. We'll be back next week with another money-saving, wealth-building video just for you.